This training is focused on MBC documents or My Big Campus Docs. The My Big Campus Docs is a tool similar to Google Docs where you can create a shared work environment, maybe teachers that are collaborating or students doing group work. They can create this environment where you can share information. Along the left-hand side in your My Big Campus account is the MBC Documents link. When you click on your MBC Documents link, in the middle are all the documents either you've created or have been shared with you. As you can see, I'm the creator of all of these. No one's created one and shared it with me. You can see when other people have modified it. So the idea behind this is that I can create a document and then share it with coworkers, or as a student, I can create a document and share it with group members so that they can get in and edit. You might type a paper in English and then want to assign it to if you're working on peer editing, you can assign it to another student and they can edit your document. In one class we saw where students were doing research on 3 different topics, but they had to share their research to make a final project presentation, and so you were doing group work. Well, each person could do research and share it in a shared location. So essentially what you do is you go to New My Big Campus Doc, and the first thing I would do is go up here where it says Untitled Document and rename it. So I'm going to name this Sample MBC Docs, and I hit rename, and now it's been renamed that. And then I can come in here and I can start typing. You can bullet point things. It has a similar toolbar to a Word document. You can copy paste, copy right out of Word, undo, select all, bold, italic, underline, bullet. You can indent. This is so that you can hyperlink. I could highlight MBC and then make that a link to like a web page or something like that. Even add a smiley face if I want. I can highlight. So I can pick a color and I can highlight certain things so people will see my highlight. I can include a picture. I can insert a picture and so forth. Then I can change the style of the font, the color, the size, and so forth, the type of font, size, all of that. Okay, when I get my document done, I can hit save, and then it's saved in my list of documents. Now comes the fun part where you can share it. I go in and click the share button, and now I can decide, do I want this to be a public document? That means that I can share it with anybody on the internet. So let's say I'm writing an article and I want to type up this article, and then I can share it, and then I can take that URL and give it to our school main office to post on the website. I don't know that in our school this is ever going to be used, but you might want to type a letter out, and you might want to type a letter to parents. It's just a way to turn a letter into a website. It creates it gives it a URL, and then you can embed that URL in an email and send it to people. They click on it and they can read your paper. You can publish it to anybody who views your My Big Campus World. You can make it private. Most of the My Big Campus Docs will be private, except if I want to share it with somebody. So in this case, I'm going to share this with another teacher. I type the teacher's name in, and then I can go in and add that teacher. I actually double clicked, and then I can give them editing rights or just reading rights. If I put the check mark there, not only can Mr. Wolfgang read this, but he can also edit. I can also get students. So I can add a student, and this particular student, I'm just going to allow them to be able to read it. So they are not going to get the check mark. And again, I double clicked, got a little click happy. And let's try one more. And then I can add a teacher here. And so I've got myself as the owner. I've got 2 teachers who can edit and 1 student who can read. Why would this again be useful? Now in this case I just picked people on My Big Campus, but If I was a student and these were my group members, we would all have a place to collaborate and take notes and share. And then when I'm done, I can just simply hit done and be done. Now, in, in my docs world, for example, if we go to let me find one here. Potentially this one, view revision history. When you click on view revision history, you can look over here and see who revised it. In this particular document, it was just me. Let's try. Let's try this one. So if I view revision history, I can see over here in this particular doc that I made a table for the IT department, I revised it on this date. Joe Pasuniak revised it a bunch of times. Mr. Schlabe revised it a bunch of times. And I can go in and click here, and I can see what actually he did. I can see what his revisions were. What it was like at 8/16 on this date, or on this date. Why is this a big deal? Well, if you have a group of 4 students, maybe the 4 students want to create their shared doc. So a student can create this. A student can share their document with their 3 or 4 group members or their partner. And then they can also share it with the teacher. Then the teacher can go in and see what each student did in their notes. These are just tools you can use. The teacher may not want to be involved. Maybe you just want to provide a good, safe place where students can share their information for a research project. This is essentially the world of My Big Campus Docs.